lather feels very different. And you guys, it's not just one ingredient doing all the work. I built a luxury lather system using silk, sugar, coconut milk, and this deep or natural indigo color. But the real question is, did stacking all of these actually change the soap? Or did I just do too much? Hello, good day, good evening, good night, good morning. My name is Natacia and welcome you guys. For today's soap, I want to push lather, slip, and luxury without overcomplicating the recipe. We are pushing things to the limit when it comes to lather. So instead of using one fancy additive, I built a lather system. Yes, a system, you guys, where each ingredient has a job. And by the end of this video, we're going to find out if stacking all of these additives was actually worth it. The first ingredient we're going to add is coconut milk, which adds creaminess and richness to the lather, making the bubbles feel softer and more dense. Can you guess what this is? Well, it's definitely not your 613 wig or hair extensions. This is Tussah silk. Tussah silk is a game changer because Tussah silk breaks down into amino acids, which help improve slip and give the lather that silky, lotion-like feel. These natural golden silk fibers are made from wild silkworm cocoons. Tussah silk helps soap glide more smoothly across the skin, which often leaves skin feeling softer and more conditioned once rinsed off. Even in small amounts, Tussah silk noticeably upgrades the feel and performance of cold processed soap. Cane sugar is excellent to add to cold processed soap because sugar literally feeds the bubbles. Sugar helps soap produce bigger, fluffier bubbles without changing the bar itself. I'm dissolving my cane sugar with my Tussah silk in the lye water solution. This is one of the best ways to get both of them to break down together and make it easier to add to my oils and butters to make my soap batter. Now, for those of you who make soap, how many of you really take the time to filter out your lye water solution? I really think even if you don't add any additives to your lye water solution, it's a good idea to filter it out because sometimes when you're dissolving lye in water, there might be pieces that are undissolved that you didn't detect and the filter will catch it, among other things. Other little particles or stuff like that that may end up in your solution that you don't want in your soap. The fragrance I'm using for this soap batch is called Woodland Snow. And you guys, this is a beautiful fragrance oil. It's woody, it has woody tones, marine tones, and ozonic tones. It is a beautiful scent and it's infused with essential oils including eucalyptus, cloves leaf, patchouli, cedarwood, nutmeg, cinnamon bark, lambdanum, and galbanum. It smells really nice out of the bottle. I'm taking different shades of blue, putting in my white batter, and I'm doing an end to pot swirl where I just allow it to just flow into my soap loaf. And look how beautiful and dreamy and creamy and smooth this soap batter looks. A great portion of my soap was colored with the Moroccan Nyla indigo powder, which is a natural blue color. This is a natural coloring for your soap, you guys, if you're looking for a blue. It does mix well. I did do different shades of it, but it came out beautiful in this soap. This is a part of the process that tells me a lot about how this soap is going to perform. I'm watching how fluid the batter stays because silk and sugar can really thicken faster than you expect in your cold process soap. Notice how glossy this looks? That shine usually means the lather is gonna feel very smooth. There's nothing more relaxing than the color blue, in my opinion. If you guys have a color that's very relaxing to you, let me know in the comments below. But there's something about the color blue to me that is just calming, relaxing, tranquil, and just peaceful. Am I crazy or do you agree? Blue is commonly linked to feelings of peace and serenity, which is why it's often used in spas, wellness spaces, and self-care branding. Softer shades of blue are known to create a sense of mental ease and emotional balance, helping people feel more grounded and calm. Psychologically, blue is seen as a reassuring and stable color, which makes it feel safe, gentle, and comforting to the viewer. These are probably the main reasons why I love blue. I really do. Indigo looks soft right now, but it deepens as the soap sets and cures. Based on how this batter is pouring, I'm expecting a very cushioned, creamy lather with some thick bubbles. For my soap tops, I'm going to keep it simple and elegant, just a simple spoon throw. But I did make a change in my soap loaf, and I'll tell you about it in a few minutes. I want you guys to take a close look at this soap batter. Look at the sheen that's on the soap. Look at how soft and pliable the soap batter is. Look at how creamy it looks. Look at the blue shades that are in the soap, how they're standing up on their own. All of these ingredients are making such a beautiful consistency in this soap batter. You're probably wondering, what am I doing? What's happening here? Why am I flattening one half and the other half is not being flattened? Well, I decided to cut this soap loaf in two different ways. One portion I'm going to cut vertically, up and down. The other portion I'm going to cut horizontally across. I want to see what different type of designs comes out depending on how I cut my soap. Now, are you guys ready for the soap cut? All right, now hold on to your Belgian blue stone and aquamarine blue topaz. Wow, all the ingredients have come together to create this beautiful different shades of blue marble cold processed soap. It looks absolutely incredible. The part that I'm excited about is the second cut, which I cut it horizontal, and the lather, because honestly, all of these ingredients combined together, we're trying to figure out what kind of lather we're gonna get. But look at how dynamically beautiful this marble soap came out. My goodness. Notice when I bevel the soap and when I plane the soap, how it just has a smooth texture. It grips well in the hand. Look at the tops. The tops look creamy. The soap looks creamy. It just looks incredible, guys. Incredible. Now, I'm kind of a little annoyed though. I'm kind of a little annoyed because that white is just too white. I kind of knew when I was pouring the batter that because it didn't have any blue in it, it's going to be a problem if it sets up too stark white. So I'm not crazy about the bottom. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm okay. Pay a close attention to those lines, those grid lines. I like how it has like a slight discoloration as if it's real marble or real granite. I'm loving that part of the design. I'm really loving it, but I cannot wait, and I hope you stick around. I can't wait until I cut it horizontally to see what type of design pattern comes out of that cut. Okay, so now I'm going to orient this next section of soap as if I'm cutting it across, but I'm just turning it upside down, you guys, so I can still keep the cutter the same direction. And let's see what we get. This looks like an Alaskan glacier or something like that. These hues of blue are very, very nice, but I'm chomping at the bit to see what the lather is going to look like. I've been cutting the soap and doing cleanup on aisle 7 at the same time because it just seems easier to show you guys right after I cut it what the soap looks like when it's beveled. You don't have to be honest with you. Leaving straight edges look nice on soap also. Dig, look at that, look at that. I'm only spraying it with the alcohol so I can bring out the layers, you guys. Look how beautiful this soap is. I will say, there is something I would do different. I would definitely make sure that I have an oil-based titanium dioxide that will mix in oil, because the titanium dioxide I use in this soap mixes well in water and not oil. And I'm seeing glycerin rivers, which actually adds to the design, but it takes away from the smoothness a little bit, and it smells phenomenal, guys. It just reminds me of winter and birch trees. But it's a very woodsy scent and it's a beautiful scent. You guys should really try it. Before we get into this lather, I want to give a shout out to the individuals on my screen. Thank you for being the first to comment. Thank you for leaving a like. Thank you for leaving feedback. Thank you all together. And I want to thank all of you for your views, feedback, your likes, and your hypes. Now let's get into this lather. Oh my goodness. This is what people mean when they say silky lather. Already bubbles. Look right here. This is where the sugar shows up. Sugar feeds the bubbles, literally. Come through, coconut milk. Notice how creamy this looks. I'm telling you guys, this is what happens when the ingredients work together. Each additive does something different, but the lather feels balanced. And the slip in this soap by the silk is on point. Now I'm curious, do you prefer fluffy bubbles or creamy lather? Drop a comment and tell me which one you reach for in the shower. Protect your beautiful skin and your beautiful energy. Please like my videos, watch them a ton of times, hype the videos also, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao for now.